Today I'm going to introduce you to Gravity. Here we are at the landing page of Gravity. Whenever you log in, this is the very first page you'll see. In the orange button, we can select different types of reports. Here we have the search bar for reports. If we want to look for a particular report in our Gravity environment, we can type in a name and the report will come up. We can click enter and go to that report. We can also search by different types of reports, for instance. We can also look for individual objects in the Gravity environment. To the right of the document search bar, there are 6 icons. Here we have the info icon. The info icon, if we click on that, will lead us to Gravity support. The 4 boxes here will lead us to the Google Drive and other Google apps associated with our Gravity environment. To the right of that, we have these status bars. These status bars will let us go to data sources or to Power BI dashboards. Then we have the notifications inbox, where we can see anything that's happening in our Gravity environment. For instance, uploads, report generation. These are actions that will send a notification through Gravity. Here we have the gear. The gear is where we can click to access the settings of Gravity, such as adding or removing users, editing workflows. Then we have the profile. If we click on that, we could go to our Gravity profile. We can also change the theme if we want. Let's now get into a report. We can access a report simply by clicking the open button we see on any report. Here we've arrived at the report landing page. We see here the report summary. In the center of the screen, we have the workflow status, which shows what percentage of work has been completed or still to do, as well as the number of objects. On the right side, we have the My Tasks bar, which will show which objects are assigned to you and what status the work is in. Beneath, we have the Recent Changes panel, which will highlight any recent changes and also who has accomplished these recent changes. On the left side, we have the report tree. This is where all of the objects you have that make up your report will be found. At the top level is the report name. The report reads from top to bottom. Within each folder, we can place objects such as Word documents, Excel documents, images, PowerPoints. We can add folders or objects into the report by clicking on the 3 dots right of any object and clicking Add Sibling or Add Child. One thing to know while uploading objects into Gravity is to always know what type of file you're adding to Gravity. So if it's an editor or a Word document, you have to click on the Create New Editor and then add a Word document. Gravity will automatically generate a name for the object from the file name. We can also add files from Google Drive. Click on Create and this will populate the report with the file you've just uploaded. And we see we have loaded it into Gravity and it is all ready to be edited. To remove an object, we simply click on the 3 dots to the right and then click on Delete. This will remove this object from the report. Another compelling functionality of Gravity is the commenting function. Go to any document in the Gravity report. Right-click anywhere in the document, either highlighting a word or highlighting a cell. Right-click and scroll down until we find Add Comment. We can address this comment to somebody. We can comment anything we want. Once we're done, click Comment. Now we've added a comment to the document that when we hover over will show. If we'd like to see all the comments that are in a document, we can click on the comment panel in the top right, which looks like a speech bubble, and this will show exactly on which sheet it is, which cell, or which word. From here we can click on these 3 dots. We can edit the comment, resolve the comment. Resolving the comment will mean that it does not show up in the spreadsheet anymore, but will remain in the comment panel. If a mistake were to be made in any of the documents, we can easily recover past versions of the material. To restore change, we could click Ctrl-Z. This will fix things that have been recently done. If we do not know when this happened, we can click on the reverse clock in the top right corner. This brings us to the version history page. In the version history page, we can see the last time someone edited this document. Here we can go to the July 11th, 2024 version, select it, seeing that has the correct version, click on the blue button at the top that says Restore this version. It will ask you again whether you want to restore this version. It will override the current version, and then if you are sure, click Restore. That's it. We've done it. You've learned the introduction to Gravity. Let's move forward into its more advanced functionality.